losing your heads right in the camera. I don't care.
Ass Clowns are live.
Hello. I could actually probably turn that camera more, but because all I'm seeing is whatever, it's fine.
Are we on?
We are live on YouTube. Up and going.
Are you able to see our tapestries?
Our tarps? Yeah, our tarps.
They're in the frame. Oh, yeah, they are a little on.
Let's get our asses prepped, and we'll get it freaking going. All right, here we go. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Let's start it up.
Start me.
Turn this down. I'm way too loud. All right, here we go. Never stop. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello and welcome to the Freemasons podcast with your hosts yet again, Right Worshipful Brother George Mudry,
Worshipful Brother Joe,
and Worshipful Brother Ken.
We're up here again Thursday. We've been slacking off on Thursdays for a little while, huh?
Yeah, we always have other things going on.
It's also
last week we had
up here
that. Last week we didn't have power.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We got hit with the hurricane.
Had that going on.
Yep. But anyway, we got some likes. New likes we have, and actually one new review on Facebook. That's exciting.
Yeah,
not Facebook. On
iTunes,
Apple iTunes.
Does YouTube allow reviews or no?
YouTube does not. The only thing you can do is subscribe us and hit the little bell up in the corner, and you'll get notifications when we go live.
Smash that like button.
Ding. Go. We're gonna go with Keith Eddy, Eli Rankings, Adrian Martinez, and Ty Zimmerly. Terrible at pronouncing names.
Pretty
It's
bad.
a curse. It's pretty bad. Anyway, Charger Cannons, boys.
Cannons are charged and aligned. Your cannons charged and aligned.
Yeah, you're good.
There it is.
All right. Brother Joe, lead us.
Brother, right hand to arms.
To arms.
Ready.
Aim.
Aim. Fire, good fire, fire all. Together, brother.
Vivat, vivat, vivat.
You don't like the dickle, huh?
Oh god, it's like 90 degrees too. It's way too warm.
No, next toast is with a beer. Sorry, fellas. Shit's like drinking gasoline. Anyway, all right. Next toast. We have one more, and then we'll keep it pushing.
Oh, no more.
Apple iTunes. This is called Yelper Special. Is who the review is from.
Yelper.
5-star review. Best podcast I've heard. I myself am to get and have been interested in masonry for about 4 years, and this podcast has helped me understand more in the past few days than years of trying to figure out fact from fiction. I'm not a mason yet, but I love this podcast for straight facts and laughs. I don't know about straight facts, but I mean, we do. I am this.
We are pretty funny.
Was it one of our relatives that wrote that?
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Thanks, Mom.
Yelper Special. So, Brother
Sorry,
Ken.
Mrs. Marjorie.
All right. Brethren, right hand to arms.
To arms.
Ready. Aim. Fire, good fire, fire all. Together, brothers.
Vivat, vivat, vivat. You went with the dickle again, didn't you?
Yeah, what was left in my glass from the last one is...
All right. So this episode 143, which is kind of interesting. 143 stands for love.
Aww.
And we're covering the Denver airport conspiracy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So anyway, we're going to go into the Denver airport conspiracy. We tackled this on one of our earlier episodes, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into it.
I only spent a couple minutes on it, I think.
I'm going to just type in Denver airport conspiracy and see what
World Order.
New World Order.
First result on Google is the definitive guide to the Denver airport conspiracy.
Most popular Denver International Airport conspiracy. This is from Travel and Leisure Oh, God. Immediately. Doomsday Bunkers, Illuminati, and the Apocalypse. 5 wild conspiracies about the Denver airport. Oh, Christ.
That sounds
Here we
really
go.
clickbait.
But are they that wild?
I'm gonna go with
Probably not.
Perhaps they're not that wild.
Usually with clickbait articles, it's not.
Well,
that
yeah.
All right, so here we go. Let's read this little top off, and then we'll take it from there. I know you guys did your own little bit of homework to
I'm
it.
taking my top off. What's wrong with you?
Denver Airport, International Airport, has some secrets. At least that's what conspiracy theorists on the internet will tell you. Built as a replacement for Stapleton Airport near Denver in 1995, Denver International Airport has always had its share of nefarious conspiracy theories about it. Excuse me. From the beginning, Coloradans?
Coloradans?
I would go Colorado.
Is that what they call themselves?
I don't know. What are we? Connecticutians or something? What the hell are we?
Screwed.
Like that.
We're so screwed.
I don't even say that I'm from this state.
Anyway, people from Colorado have theorized about the airport's secret tunnels, clues to Nazi secret societies, and we're Nazis now apparently. Wonderful. And horrifying harbingers of doom hidden in public artwork around the Denver hub.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't help that even the Denver airport's officials are perfectly willing to fuel these wild ideas about Illuminati bunkers and links to aliens in its own advertising campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
We have a CEO, Kim Day, who really embraces the conspiracy ideas. Of course, it sells. Heath Montgomery, senior public information officer for the Denver International Airport, told the Denver Post, "We decided a few years ago that rather than fight all of this and try to convince everybody there's nothing really going on, let's have some fun with it." That sounds familiar. I like this guy. Hey, Ralph, do some homework.
Something we would do.
Genius marketing.
So, and you get people want to fly through Denver. They want to see what's going on there.
Right.
That gets you some more money coming through the airport. That enables you to charge a little more rent for the little stores outside in the terminal,
Mm-hmm.
Restaurants, things like that. And then testing.
You're good.
Okay.
I don't know why you were so low. That's right.
But yeah, it's definitely a revenue thing. I'm sure there's a merchandise store in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I would buy some.
They can use all that money to build larger bunkers for the
Right.
lizard people.
I'm sure it's tied to some federal funding too. The more traffic you have going through there, it's follow the money.
All
Follow
right.
the money.
So here's the first one. It was built by the New World Order.
Mm-hmm.
New World Order. Right. I think of WCW every time I hear that.
Yep.
Just Hogan coming down playing like Hendrix with the NWO belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are many theories about who built the Denver airport. One of the most persistent theories is the airport was built by the New World Order with ties to Nazism. The theory even goes as far as to say that the airport's runways built to resemble a swastika from above. If you designed your airport to look like a swastika, and anybody can Google Earth this and look down on it, your geometry sucks.
It is
real bad.
It is shaped like one though.
It is shaped like one.
Shaped like one. Coincidence.
But your geometry sucks because it's not. Whatever. We'll get into it later.
It's kind of more of a squared off kind of thing, and it's really like they explain why they did it too, and it's.
Well, I also don't think that I would want to be in an airport where their runways intersect. Just throwing it out there. I actually feel safer with them all pointing out in different directions.
You know, it makes sense.
Yep.
It makes sense.
You want to be able to take off,
But it does
and land
resemble it.
in each of those cardinal directions, right? Because then you can get more traffic into the airport in a more efficient way.
Correcto.
I knew a cardinal once.
Oh God.
Back in catechism.
Back when you were back there in seminary school.
Father Nelson.
Oh, God. Better be careful. You got to go back to your monk monastery eventually. They're going to
allow me.
Yeah, if they allow you.
You cannot petition the Lord with prayer.
It doesn't help that the airport's dedication marker credits an organization called the New World Airport Commission for building it. Now, that is a whole rabbit hole in itself because you can't find anything about them anymore.
Yeah, it was like a one-time stupid, like name that they gave to the consortium. It was like a bunch of different companies and entities and officials. And
how stupid is it though? I mean,
Masons and Masons.
I'm
and
just
Masons.
saying that North America was considered the what?
The New World.
The New World.
Even though it really
okay.
wasn't. People had been here before that, but we won't get started on that.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe people were here before Columbus?
No.
Okay.
I'm joking. Yes, I do.
There were people that lived here already too.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the indigenous people.
real people.
This may seem like a coincidence, but it was discovered that such an organization doesn't actually exist, according to the airport's website itself. People have also noted strange markings on buildings, which are believed to be connected with the New World Order as well. In reality, many mysterious building markings actually references to the Navajo language or periodic table of elements, according to Mental Floss. Still, it seems a little suspicious, right? The giant blue horse sculpture is a nod to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
It is a creepy statue.
Could
Creepy
be
shit.
It has these glowing red eyes.
horses are a big
And it's
deal in
blue.
Colorado.
Yeah, I don't think any of the horsemen rode in on a blue horse.
No.
There was some white, there was some spotted, there was some black.
Actually got itself a nickname called Blucifer.
That would be appropriate if you've
Okay.
seen it.
And the crazy thing is that the guy who designed it was Luis Jimenez?
Pierre Louis
Luis
Jimenez.
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 Yeah, I think it's pronounced Jimenez.
Okay. Yeah, he died because the friggin' horse fell on his ass.
Karma.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So now it's cursed. That's why it has the glowing red eyes. It's like that Raggedy Ann doll, only different.
Smushed by Lucifer.
No, you don't. I want a Blucifer T-shirt now. Though. They have them, right?
I just want something that says Lucifer.
Right.
Like that.
Shot glass, T-shirt,
Yeah, exactly.
some bumper sticker.
Keychain.
I have relatives in Colorado. I'll see what I can do.
That'd be awesome.
So,
Come on,
yeah,
call Aunt Andrea.
I mean, the Denver's mascot for football is the Bronco.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that. Actually, they would actually look better if their logo was Blucifer.
Yeah.
White
Team
helmets
might be
with
better,
Blucifer. Yeah, at least they'd be intimidating. I don't know that Tebow would have gone for that, but hey. What?
Or Elway.
Not his place.
Always
Actually, and Elway is a
half horse.
Christ
Oh,
almighty. He's a
Mason.
freaking Mason.
Mason. He's a Freemason.
Is
Oh,
he
yeah.
really?
Yes, he is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, certainly is. He is a
That's
brother.
very cool.
He's a brother who doesn't return emails, but he's a brother.
That's
he's a
right.
brother.
He's busy. He's busy.
Not
What?
really.
We reached
Not
out to him.
really. I mean, at this particular moment in time, but whatever.
Too busy for us, apparently.
It contains the Illuminati headquarters. In addition to being built by some Nazi New World Order, rumors abound about the many unmarked buildings and underground areas on the airport's property. This theory may have stemmed from a time capsule buried on the property, which bears the symbols from the Freemasons, which are linked to the Illuminati.
Dum, dum, dum.
There you go.
Oh, I see. Now we're just grasping at straws here.
Kind of appropriate that I'm drinking a beer called Luciferin. while we're talking
Oh, look
about
at
this. How about that? Firefly Hollow, Bristol, Connecticut.
You're not helping the conspiracy theorists, right? Well, actually, you are helping. You are helping them right now.
Lucifer, and they have great beer too.
So
By the
basically,
way.
we've
Yes,
got
they
this
do.
down. Joe's drinking a Lucifer beer, or whatever the hell it's called. Ken wants a
Luciferin. It
Lucifer
means light
shirt.
bringer.
Like
Light bringer. That's
shit.
all it
Like
means.
I'm trying to smack these theories away with a tennis racket. He goes, yeah, keep firing.
No, we're off topic. I know.
I'm just joking. One of the main reasons why the conspiracy theory has so much staying power is because the airport was much more expensive than originally projected. Yeah, by like
a lot.
millions.
Yeah.
Like, I think they said it was supposed to cost like what 15 million, and it was like 450 million or some crazy number like that.
That's significant.
It was not cheap to do this, which also has led to the conspiracy that they took the extra money and they built all kinds of underground. I mean,
Mhm.
I mean, realistically, think about it from a government stance, not even a New World Order stance, but I mean, it makes sense. It's a mile high in the air. It's a mile high city, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
It's in the center of the entire country for the most part.
Mhm.
It would be a perfect command and control center for our military and our government.
Mhm.
Should shit hit the fan,
Yeah.
Right.
This is an airport.
if they invade the West Coast, you
Yeah.
go there. If they invade the East Coast, you go there. And it's kind of like a central, I don't know, it's in the middle of the country. It makes sense.
You literally have the high ground.
Yeah, literally.
You always have the high ground.
Don't do it, Anakin.
Conspiracy theorists point to the Illuminati money, which I don't get where does this Illuminati shit come from?
I don't
Well,
know. They're
I
always
think-
asking us for money. I don't think they have that much.
That would be true. They could have
Right.
just sent them like eagle piss or goat's blood or something, and
Right.
they would have given them the wealth and riches that they desired.
Yeah,
I think
know,
with
right?
in this article, it seems like they're using Illuminati and Freemasonry interchangeably,
Yes. Mhm.
which is not the case. But
Right. I'm going to skip over this one, and it basically is the underground tunnels have bunkers. Because honest to God, I believe it.
see, but
I
here's
believe
what I
it from a
heard.
military strategic point of view. Yeah, I think there's some sort of structure underneath there. I mean, it's the center of the freaking country.
Also,
Yeah.
you got to get like
As Joe
baggage
said.
around when it's snowing. So I'd imagine they
True.
have tunnels
Yeah.
for that.
I mean, even if it's used for regular civilian purposes or military, I mean, it makes freaking sense. It's got
Mhm.
nothing to do with the New World Order. It's just smart strategic warfare planning. If you had something underneath there,
Well, and there is a rumor, one of the explanations of why these things exist, because I don't think there's any denial that these tunnels exist. But one of the reasons why the airport had gone so far over budget is they started to pour the foundation on some of it and had to abandon that project and fill it in and build over it because there were some issues with either the concrete or whatnot, or at least that's one of the stories. So in essence, you have a partially built airport that was then covered over and
right?
built next to, but those are the tunnels that a lot of people often consider or believe are the actual bunkers.
Right. And then the last one, the artwork.
Yeah.
The artwork on the walls that they have, and it alludes to the end of the world. There are a lot of weird places of art throughout the Denver International Airport as part of the airport's public art collection. Besides the giant horse statue on Pino Boulevard, according to the Denver Post, some of these eerie artworks include murals by artiste Leo Tanguma, I think, right?
Yeah. Sounds right.
Which some believe alleged Nazi imagery and murals as proof of the airport is somehow linked to fascist secret societies. In reality, Tunhuma, I think I'm saying that right, murals are about world peace and a healthy environment, according to the Denver Post.
I don't know.
Oh, right. Yeah. So the guy in the
the
Nazi
gas
frock
mask,
with the gas mask
With
and
the
the
big
machine gun.
sickle
That's,
machine gun thing going. Oh yeah, that's world peace.
yeah, it's about world peace.
Yeah.
Living in harmony with the environment.
There is one other.
See, here's
mural
just
that's
my
like
thing.
A woman surrounded by children, and she's kind of like taking
Yeah,
them in.
that one.
That one I could see,
Yeah.
but the big scary guy that looks kind of like Darth Vader, I'm not seeing.
Yeah.
But see, here's my thing, though. All right, like it's freaking like it's artwork, and Christians are like, oh my God, it's the they're talking about the devil. Like, have you read Revelation?
Mama says Denver Airport's the devil.
Mama said Denver Airport, the devil. But seriously, though, you read the back of Revelation?
Oh yeah, I've read
Read
Yeah.
the book of Revelation.
Mhm.
What's the damn difference between putting artwork and yeah, all right, whatever, it's in an airport. I mean, where else, if you're going to grab people's attention, would you put something?
Well,
In an airport where people frequently travel through.
yeah, I mean,
Sometimes
there are
on layovers.
a lot of airports in the U.S. that have these kind of like public art installations, right? Where it's, they lease their space out to artists, and
Mhm.
like it's kind of like a living museum. And Denver's just doing the same thing. It's just their artwork is creepier.
By the way, Cleveland Airport, really cool. They have huge sculptures of paper airplanes all throughout.
That's pretty
Every
cool.
different style of paper airplane you've ever seen as a kid. Only it's like 50 feet wide by 50 feet high and hanging from the ceiling.
That's
It's pretty
kinda
cool.
neat.
All right, so let's pick these.
But no Nazis and gas masks.
No, not using gas,
Okay.
unless they're inside the paper airplane.
Right. Okay.
So let's pick these. We'll start with the murals first because they're pretty wild. So he's like, what the hell is this? Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. How the hell do I click on a link? It brings me to something completely opposite of what the hell I was looking at.
And
Malware.
to work for brother Joe Schultz, no, there are no murals of green beans or pancakes in the Denver airport,
Yeah,
which
so,
has to be proof that it's not Masonic.
yep.
All right, so this first image I have is, I don't know if you guys can see this. I wish I could put it up. I might be able to. Actually, let's see. Image as, and I'm going to put this picture right on
Me?
Nope. I'm going to put it right
You
on
might be able to get it over the chair. That
Nice.
lower right-hand corner. Not Ken's chair.
Over Old Glory up there.
No, bottom right corner, maybe.
Looking for the image.
While we're waiting,
Nope, that's Skype. Keep going.
I'll sing a little John Denver.
No, actually, Joe, I would like you to discuss the.
Oh, there you go. I see a little Skype window on.
No, that's not what I wanted. If you can, you were talking about something before we shut the last podcast down. You were talking about. Oh God, I can't. It escapes me. Oh yes, you were talking about something to do with the money with in regard to the Freemasons when they donated. And it was something along the lines you said that the commission ran out of freaking money and the Masons had to pick up the tab is basically what happened.
Yes. This,
so can you, I don't know, maybe elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah. So this New World Airport Commission. There's a plaque in the middle of Denver Airport that explains the New World Airport Commission, and there's a Masonic square and compasses right on the plaque. And what happened was when they came up with this shortage of funds, and they didn't know what to do, apparently, because there's our symbols on the plaque, the Colorado Masons put together a significant amount of money and donated it to help complete the airport.
Right.
How that came to be and why the Masons thought that was a good investment or whether it's just, I mean, that's kind of a weird way to practice charity, I guess.
Yeah.
But so a significant amount of money that was given to complete the airport did actually come from the Freemasons and this New World Airport Commission.
So, all right. So if you're watching on here, I put it in the X splitter so you guys can see it.
Right up there.
Right up there. Yeah, over there. You guys can check out the picture, this first image for yourself. And I just want to go over what does it look like to you, and we can kind of decipher these. And I also, while we're doing this, I know this, I guess you could say, has nothing to do with masonry, but I would guess look to see if you see something that would be Masonic.
Masonic in that image. Though.
Masonic in that image, or I don't think there is, and I think these are from a collective of people who are non-Masons. So the whole conspiracy that the Masons did this and we're all devil worshippers and all that stuff.
Well, it does kind of make you wonder why they would raise all of that money to make up the shortfall that consortium couldn't put together in time to finish the airport. I could see how a conspiracy theorist would look at that and be like, well, there's no other reason they would do that unless the Masons got something back out of it, right? Like they got space in the bunkers or something.
We
do whatever they want.
We are a charitable organization.
Yeah, that's true.
So we can't, technically show an income, right?
Well, if you're
if you donate
401c3 or whatever, but the bottom line is we help people, right, that are in need. I just don't see us getting together and funding. Let's say Bradley International Airport here in Connecticut is renovating right now. They're renovating one of their terminals. If they ran over budget and we're losing money, do you think somebody would get up in front of Grand Lodge and be like, "Hey, why don't we all get together and bail these guys out?"
Well, unless the guy who was in charge was a Mason and he was like, "Hey,
asking his buddies if he could, I
screwed up. I need your help."
It just seems like I don't know. That's like a big ask, man.
Well, here's something that I found on it. So the dedication stone to the airport has the Freemason logo on it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It was paid for by 2 Freemason Grand Lodges that are located in Colorado.
Right.
And I'm assuming the 2 Grand Lodges would have to be Prince Hall and Grand Lodge of Colorado. That would be my assumption. But you've got the New World Airport Commission that it says on it. Organization supposedly has very little information about it, and there's no denying that the Freemasons were involved in the completion of the airport. Like that's just
for those watching. I
that's
put up a
fact.
different mural up here. I'm just going to keep rotating. You can look these up for yourself. I'm going to put 1 or 2 up here. I'm not going to go through the whole Rolodex of murals that you see on there.
Murals.
But the official story from the this is funny because I think the official story actually takes you down the rabbit hole a little bit further than if they had not made a statement. But the Grand Secretary of the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of Colorado responded to these claims, saying the Freemasons had nothing to do with the building of the international airport. The only involvement was the ceremony that was performed for the dedication capstone that was done on March 19th, 1994. So why?
Check your shoes.
So if you had nothing to do with it, why would they want you to come in and do a dedication ceremony according to Masonic custom? So they they did a cornerstone ceremony. Why would you do that in a non-Masonic building?
I smell.
Exactly.
Unless somebody on that board was like George was saying, was a Mason, high-ranking Mason, was like, "Hey, we want you to come in here and do a
but then would you put
lighting ceremony?"
Would you put your insignia on the capstone and the dedication plaque saying?
No, probably not.
All right,
not a
so
Masonic building.
This next image I have up here, I'm curious. I'm just going through these. The next image I have up here that everybody could see is, so you've got what looks to be people, and I don't know. You got a child dead in 1, 2. You got 3 dead bodies in caskets, and then you have like a cheetah on top of that, and then you have a penguin and
this sounds like my kind of art. I wish I could see that right now.
and then what's that in the corner there?
Trying to make it bigger.
Is it a bison? Or is that the hip?
It looks like a bison.
Hip hop? Hip hop anonymous? Damn you! Give him
it's
easy
like
ones.
like a creepy Last Supper kind of thing.
I was just thinking the same thing.
It's Baphomet.
But now look in the
Yeah,
background
sure.
now. You see everything burning to hell, but in the far, far distance, you have a bright, beautiful city. You have the forest on fire, basically.
Yeah, I'm not
like
getting
Joe's hair.
the-
That's how it's a Masonic
Real
reference.
funny.
It's a forest fire.
not
What's the
getting
name of
world
that?
peace from
What's
a
the name of that
firebush.
painting for people that?
What?
Do you have the name of that painting for people that might not be able to see it on the broadcast?
No.
All right.
I don't. If you look up the Denver murals, you'll know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
you should Google creepy Last Supper-esque Denver airport. That'll get you
You gotta-
first image result as well.
this is why this is just art, and this is people shouldn't read into this.
There's a dolphin.
There's a
in the
little
back.
boy holding a squirrel. When was the last time you've ever been able to hold a squirrel?
Just
It's
trying to
usually
get
worse. They'll tear your face clean off. They're nasty little bastards.
Well, if the
They're
squirrel's
rats
dead,
with a furry tail.
Just a squirrel trying to get it up.
if
But
the
it's not
squirrel's
dead. The
dead,
eyes are open.
There you go.
And then
Where
you
are
got
seeing- where are you seeing a squirrel?
it's a
There's
squirrel.
like a sea turtle sitting there, and
There's a sea.
He's got like a
dolphin
bird in a
behind it.
box.
The ginger in the right hand corner below the hip hop anonymous.
Oh, maybe that guy's.
is that like half man, half buffalo? What the?
It's a hip hop.
Manator.
Some creepy crap.
And then you got a bird, which I'm assuming is a peacock or a phoenix.
I'm gonna
I
go with
don't-
Phoenix because of the tail.
and it says Quetzal.
Oh, he's hugging.
What the hell's Quetzal?
Wait, but are you seeing the little kid in the bottom right in the in what looks like a coffin? Did you mention that?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
You said a squirrel.
Child in coffin.
No,
Yeah.
I said there's 3 dead bodies. You got
Yep.
you got an Indian here in the middle.
Is
You
that-
have an African on the
I
left.
think
You have
that
a
kid's getting choked out by the squirrel.
you have Annie over here on the right.
He's not holding it. He's getting like
It
constricted
looks like
by
he's
it.
crying.
Wow.
It is crazy though. Like I would love to know the symbology in some of these things. It's I don't know, mind blowing.
Yeah, it doesn't really scream Denver.
No.
It almost
No.
here's what I'm getting from it because I'm the artiste. I'm getting a little bit of a Noah's Ark vibe from it, like a rebuilding of the earth. And instead of a great flood, you have some kind of great fire, which would likely be synonymous with a nuclear weapon being set off. And these are the children kind of bringing the animals back, and
All right.
kind of like a Noah's Ark kind of.
So
thing.
now
that
we're gonna go.
explains why that emperor penguin is in a plexiglass box.
Yeah.
No, that makes
No, it's a
perfect
nice
sense.
cube. It's a nice cube.
It's a fucking nice cube.
It's a nice cube.
Oh man, there's just like
They got
so much to
turtles and
unpack.
whales.
there.
There's
It's
a
just-
lot, but
So I'm going to put up the last one.
that's
then
what
we're-
I'm getting out of it.
I'm going to put up the last one here. I'm going to change the
I'm an
image,
art critic.
and then we'll
Yeah,
talk about
I was
this
just going
one,
to say we're not qualified art
and then
critics,
we'll
so-
go into.
Are you bringing up the Darth Vader guy?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm. Classic.
Yeah. This one's.
Classic work of art there.
Where the hell is it? What did I? There we go.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
I mean,
There's
It's
the
up on our
murder
live feed.
from a certain standpoint, it's
I hate the
kind
color.
of cool
I hate the color
I
of
mean,
glory, but I want to blow
in a
this up.
dark way.
It's cool. I wouldn't put it like I might put it on my the wall of my dorm room, but not in an airport.
Not above your
Total my-
fireplace.
It looks
Minute-
like
The minute my son starts misbehaving,
it looks like an
I'll
AK
stick it right on the wall.
AK-47 with a bayonet attached, and then we've got he's got a scimitar in the other hand. Those are excellent weapons.
He's
Nice.
stabbing a
So-
dove. Is he stabbing a dove? Is that what that is?
So,
I think so.
couple problems with this.
Or
All
banana
right, this
peel.
is my issue.
So that's what it sounds like when doves cry.
This is Jesus God.
What?
That one's
I got
for you,
the-
Peter.
There you go, Peter. Couple problems with this. Okay, the I know they all say he's a Nazi, but he doesn't have the Nazi insignia on his helmet.
No,
He
but it's
more
definitely
looks, if I had to
More
guess,
Central American kind of outfit,
or
right?
Rushkin.
Or Ruski.
It actually has an eagle on it. How about that?
Yeah.
So perhaps a tyrannical government within our own borders.
No, see, here's the biggest problem, and this is why this picture is incorrect. He's holding an AK in his left arm, which means it's his, and he's got the sword in his right hand, which means obviously if you're wielding a sword, you're going to wield it with your dominant arm. So you're not going to be able to fire an AK with your non-dominant arm. On top of that, the ejection port is right by his face. He's going to get covered in brass, and it's going to hurt like hell.
He's
wearing
wearing
a
a
mask.
gas mask. He doesn't
He's wearing a
care.
mask. It's definitely
Yeah,
some type
man.
of fascist symbolism there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing a mask.
I'm just saying the artist should have thought. Anyway, moving on.
But a scimitar, that's an interesting choice.
And why a bayonet? Nobody
That's a very
uses a
Middle Eastern
bayonet
kind of
anymore.
weapon.
It harkens back that it does invoke that Nazi image.
Not with an AK though.
Well, bayonets are up close and personal.
AK
So
would be Rushkin.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily.
If you were
know
gonna
that
go with
that's
the whole-
AK.
If you're going to go with the
Very
whole,
stylistic.
again, if you're going to go with the whole, inner, our government is the bad guys and blah 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 blah, wouldn't you go with an M16, M4?
Yeah, but that's such a stylized weapon. It could be anything. It's art.
it's definitely an AK.
All right. So
It's 100% an AK.
I thought AKs had
And that
wooden
bombed
stocks.
out building over on the right there looks like the set from Enemy at the Gates, right? Remember that when they were like jumping between the buildings and
Yes.
doing the sniper duel? Yeah, that's definitely ripped that off.
right. Okay. So now you have these two children, I guess. Three actually, because you have again, it's funny they're using very multicultural identities, because on the bottom you have, I would say, an Indian girl, or not even Indian, maybe like a Hispanic girl. In the middle you have a ginger. It's always the gingers.
Yeah, the ginger.
It's always the
Wow.
gingers.
The gingers.
And then on the top you have a little black baby swaddled.
Not for nothing, the ginger has like this glow to
Yeah,
it
he's
that
a-
almost makes it seem a little
He's peaceful.
supernatural.
He looks like
he's-
baby Jesus.
Like he's the chosen one. Yeah,
The other kids are crying.
he's
just like-
illuminated. Clearly, gingers are illuminated. That's what it's saying. They're sleeping on bricks.
the unhappy teddy bear.
And then you have what appears to be some sort of a highway, or where you have, I would assume these people are dead, and in mourning you see the mother on the left with the the baby
dead baby in her
dead
arms.
baby
Yeah.
in her arms. But you notice they all seem to be moving in directions off into the distance, I
Almost
would
lined
say.
up like they were concentration camp or something like that.
Trail of
Or
stuff.
no, I would go with they're already dead and they're crying and they're in the afterlife,
It's art. You can't tell me what it means.
Yeah. Wow. This is
because above that you have the rainbow, right above his head, which I don't know. It's interesting. It's like these, I don't know. And if you look, you follow the ribbon of the rainbow, it goes down to the 3 live children.
I think it's a nod to Pink Floyd. It's a Dark Side of the Moon reference.
See, I was going to go Kermit the Frog, Rainbow Connection.
Okay, could be that too.
Why are there so many?
Clearly, we're like completely unqualified. This crap. We should switch the topic.
But anyway,
man, you can't tell me.
the images are interesting. I would have to say that definitely I don't see anything Masonic in them. I don't see anything.
No.
I think it's just and again, 2 things. One, I think it was put there as a reference to teach people that, we talk about, doing good and everything. I mean, and I'm looking at Denver International Airport, one of the major airports of our country, for the simple reason is that there's not, especially nowadays, there's not very many direct flights from one side to the other. Security purposes. I don't think they really do that as much anymore. I don't fly, as you can tell. But I know for a while though they stopped the whole direct flight thing.
Yeah, well, there are less. I mean, you can get it depends on what airport you're flying out of too, right? If you're in one of the major hub airports like the 2 in New York City, or the name escapes me, but the one up in Boston and stuff, like they'll do direct flights across the US. But
Logan?
not really from ours. Yeah, Logan.
Right.
Did you notice the
Miss HR chimed in? The animal mural to me seems like a shout out to people destroying our environment. Hence, all the animals are dead and the forest is burning.
Could be.
Well
Okay.
Was that the one with the
Alright.
half man, half buffalo?
That was the one with the penguin and the ice cube.
Okay.
I think it is all those pictures
Yeah, I
are
like that
alluding to
one.
the different things that, again, I didn't go through all of them, but I think the pictures are alluding to the different ways in which mankind or Earth can perish. In a sense, you got war, as Miss Susan wrote. She said, you got the environment. I mean, you can't shit where you eat. I mean, basically.
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing about
That goes out to you, guy in the Prius, who decided to whip his McDonald's bag out the window.
He can, in fact,
Yeah.
shit where he eats.
Yeah, but that's a good point, though, because I'm noticing the turtle is dead. The penguin's encased in glass. The cheetah looks like the scene from Chronicles of Narnia where they kill the lion.
Oh.
The other bird is in glass. Yeah, I can see that. You've got some kind of rib cage by the one dead child. The buffalo looks, now that I'm looking at it, or the bison is like a trophy, like it's mounted.
Bison burgers are awesome, by the way.
But the other thing on the rainbow Nazi guy,
Yep.
in the lower right hand corner, there's a document that's
I didn't see that.
down there that almost.
Oh.
I did not see that, and I already pulled the image down. But let me see if I can bring it back up again.
Oh.
I'm curious if you could actually read something.
Yeah,
on
that'd be
there.
cool.
Because now that's starting. Like I'm seeing
Whoa,
some symbolism here of the eagle is on the fascist guy on his military uniform. You've got a document that's been discarded in the lower right hand corner,
Killing her. Where is this?
which would be
And the Rainbow Nazi one, it's down at the bottom of the piece, lower right hand corner.
So many murals.
Oh, you know why? Because half my
Yeah,
image was cut
really
off. I wonder if that's on the.
Yeah, they always crop it. I don't know why
Yeah, they crop
that
it.
out.
So I'm sorry if you haven't seen it. You can look it up for yourself.
So it's kind of interesting that a discarded document, perhaps the Constitution, discarded in favor of this fascist government.
Per request of our listeners
Oh,
who
boy.
reached out to me, they said don't talk about politics. So
I didn't.
no.
that's
I'm
cool.
saying I had a smart ass comment for
Right.
the throwing out of the Declaration or the
The Constitution.
Constitution and the Bill of Rights.
Yeah. And
So
you're subduing your passions.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I bit down on my tongue hard. So
Nice
Yeah.
yeah.
But there's the final mural. Are you pulling up that one as well?
I did not pull up
Under
that
the
rainbow.
rainbow.
So this is the one
I'll
where
pull it up. I'll actually put it up. I can
I'll
find
put it down so Ken. So there's a toppled statue of this fascist Nazi
Hold
guy
on, is this the one? Is this
with
the
two
one? Is this
birds
the one?
pooping on him. And then there's
That's
like the
awesome.
children of the world united under the rainbow, and there's an American flag. There's actually a British flag that's pretty prominent.
Wait the hell. Let me see this
Uh,
image. Let me make sure I got the right one. No, that's not the one I have. All right, I'm gonna keep them going. I'm gonna find it. Don't you worry, and I'll put it
There's,
up for you guys to see.
There's a banner that says it looks like it's likely Latin. I recognize peace.
Got it.
And alfalfa is written in there, but it looks like actually it's probably peace in several different languages. Now that I look at it, it's actually pretty interesting. But it's showing that the fascist government would be toppled and defeated, and the birds will poop on it.
Yeah, the conspiracy theorists never talk about this one, I guess.
All right, so I'm going to bring this image up so everybody who's watching can see this. And again, if you're listening on Apple iTunes or whatever, you are more than welcome to go.
But some may see that. So here's kind of the story that I'm seeing in my mind. So you've got
there it is.
To me, the sequence is first the kids and everything burning in the background, and the kids with the dead animals. That's the first, and then you have the fascist government taking over, and then at the end you've got the fascist statue being toppled and the world united, potentially under one new world order.
Hey, so why is there a peanut salesman in the far right side?
Because you gotta
He's
have
got the-
nuts. I guess.
I mean, you got to have snacks.
I mean, look at him. Look at him.
You're gonna be like,
There's-
He even got his hand up
celebrating
by his face, too. Like
The dude in the vest. Where are you seeing a peanut?
peanuts here.
I said peanuts, not penis.
I said
Joe.
peanuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you.
Are you talking to the kid in the red vest, the brown vest? Who are you talking?
Right hand side.
Oh,
he's
look,
got
there's a Boy Scout. Did you see the Boy Scout there, Ken?
I did not see the Boy
Or a
Scout.
Cub Scout. That's
Yeah, the
excuse
blue
me.
and gold.
Excuse me.
yeah.
Scouts.
Scout, just regular Scout now.
Scouts.
Yeah.
Come on, look at the planter's peanut guy in the right hand side. You're not seeing this over by the Israeli flag. Scroll to your right just a smidge. You'll see him. He's got the
Perhaps mine is cut off.
straw hat on. Come on, am I
I
not the
can't
only one
see.
who's seeing this?
I can't see anything right of the Israeli flag, so perhaps.
Oh, it's cut
mine
off
is
then.
Cut off then. Hold on.
Yeah, it's the peanut guy. See,
Yeah.
HR
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Yeah, there's a peanut.
He's a
man.
peanut guy. He's like, peanuts, popcorn,
Oh, see, I thought you were talking Mr. Planters.
cracker
red
jacks.
and
That's
white.
What do you-
interesting.
He
Yeah.
looks like one part of a barbershop quartet.
Yeah, or like a carny or
So
something.
he's a barbershop singlet, I guess.
All
It
right.
could be a carny.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at that. The Cub Scouts are in there.
And I mean, they got Kim Jong Un dead center.
Kind of cool.
What's that all about?
I'm not seeing that. Hold on.
And actually, the front of your, not for nothing, the front of your can there, Joe, of your
Yes.
Luciferin.
Looks
You
kind of
look
like
at it looks a little bit like the fascist Nazi guy with
It
the
does
gas
kind of
guns.
look like that a little bit.
Except he's also got bat wings, which would have made that
Well, it is kind of
part
humid
cooler.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the image is the basically rainbows around world peace. Actually, I'm trying to read this. I heard you. Skipped over it.
All right. I'm good now.
I'm trying to read what the actual inside there. It says something
I think it's peace in every
Peace in different
language.
languages.
Yeah, Joe.
Alifa. That's all.
Yeah, I think
It says Antifa
it probably means peace and
or alfalfa.
something.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking it's peace in different languages.
All right. Well,
Somebody, one of our
Yeah.
smarter European listeners that speak 4 different languages, please help us out
I
there.
can't see one that I recognize, but the only word in English in there is peace, so
Right.
that would be a reasonable assumption.
Look up Alafia.
Alethea.
Alfalfa. He-Man woman haters.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm not seeing any type of conspiracy with Denver Airport. Really not.
I'm not necessarily seeing a conspiracy. I am seeing a message in those murals. The Masons are involved. Like that's
Probably
guess-
to the same extent that Masons are involved in any large construction
Right.
project, I would think.
not in New York City. That's
Except
a
in
different
New York
organization
City.
involved there.
Yeah, good family, man.
I can't say it; they'll kill me.
On this, the day of my daughter's wedding.
Oh, yes.
Jesus, how many ways do we have to say it, George?
Got it. I got it. Make you an offer you didn't refuse. Got it.
Exactly.
No, but I think I really don't know why the Masons would give that much money to help. That is something that really kind of
Yeah, that's weird. That's the only big question mark for me.
and
Because
the
it's like
Grand
Men in
Master
Black.
at the time basically said that we didn't give any money. We were just there to do the ceremony, the
Right.
cornerstone laying ceremony.
Yep.
or whatever.
Dedication ceremony. Yeah.
But didn't say that they gave any money.
No.
I mean, 2 things. All right, number 1.
And just to confirm, Alafia does mean peace in Nigerian.
Okay,
There you go.
That's the Illuminati connection.
there you go.
Yeah.
There's Nigerian words in the mural. We know all the Illuminatis are coming from Nigeria. They call us all the time. They send us
They do.
they post on our page.
They
Next
most
step is a
certainly do.
lion skull.
And what was the other one? Chihuahua piss. What the hell was that? I don't even know
Eagle
what the
piss.
hell-
Vulture, something. Yeah.
Oh, might have been Vulture.
But getting back, I just want to like say that. Wow, what the hell? I lost my train of thought now. Damn you.
No money, dedication
Yeah, yeah.
ceremony.
Masons aren't exactly going to be. We don't go out looking for an attaboy either. Like it's not like oh look how much money we donated to these guys. Like we do a lot of stuff on the sly, where we'll just hey here you go, pay your mortgage, or hey here
Yeah, but then they put
finish
their
that
symbol
project.
right on the dedication plaque. So somebody's looking for a nod. Somebody's looking for something.
Well, that may have been part of the deal. Like, listen, we're going to give you a bunch of money. Just we would like to lay a cornerstone in a time capsule, and that's like the Masons' MO. For Christ's sake, that's what we do to every single thing. We were talking about
property.
property.
It's what we do to every single thing that we own.
Yeah. So.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be something we own. True, because we got a ceremonial brick that we put out over in the Veterans Park over there in downtown Seymour. We slapped our name on that, and it's a brick that's in the sidewalk. We don't own the sidewalk.
Yeah, but did we do a dedication ceremony for the sidewalk?
I'm sorry, I had a moment of like Super Troopers. Who's like, nobody owns the beach. God owns the beach. Remember that part? No, nobody.
But there is a Masonic cornerstone in the White House
And in the Capitol building.
Yeah, we own those.
Capitol building.
We don't own those.
We own those.
Oh,
Oh, yes,
Christ.
we do.
We own those.
All right, we're just going to feed this. Is that what we're
The
doing?
country was founded by Freemasons.
Yeah, we just don't own the airport,
Well, I think maybe we do.
or maybe we do.
Maybe the airport's like the whole Men in Black thing, where you have aliens. It's like an alien terminal,
Spaceport, yeah.
like a spaceport.
Yeah.
Good night, folks.
With little kitty cat
Yeah.
galaxies and their thing. Those little guys drinking the coffee and smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes.
We've resolved absolutely nothing on this episode.
No.
Not
It's
one
funny.
thing.
It's an interesting. See,
To me, there's too much there to dismiss it. There's not enough there to
Okay.
prove it, but
All
there's
right.
not enough there to dismiss it. Or there's enough there to not be able to dismiss it, but not enough to actually say definitively something's going on.
however, I would like
Okay.
to say that I don't think they're all related, though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, and conspiracy theorists do this all the time. I don't know. They have a way of like lumping everything together, like,
Well, they selectively pick the pieces that fit their narrative
or they don't.
to
I
make
mean,
it believable.
we did a whole episode about a chick who said that the Freemasons were pedophiles and they were every aspect of government and all of us
Who is
were.
that? What, Carly something?
Yeah,
Franz?
I'm
Carly
making her
Franz?
famous again.
Uh,
But like,
Lucinda Pendleton.
no, but she was like, "Oh, your babysitters are freaking." I'm like, "What the
Yeah.
hell?" Yeah, we did a whole mocking episode of her, but
several,
You know,
I think.
I think with like you have the you got the murals that have nothing to do with anything. They're their own separate murals. You have the Lucifer outside. That was its own separate artist. He had nothing to do with the mural guy.
Right.
You have the Masons doing the cornerstone. You have the architect of the entire airport. All these things had nothing to do with each other. But just conspiracy theorists sometimes have a way of just taking things and just it's everything. Like it's like Alex Jones syndrome is
Oh,
what it
yeah.
comes down
I mean,
to. It's like
It's pretty. Excuse me. It's pretty obvious when they do things like smush the Illuminati and Freemasonry together and say, "Oh, well, because it's the New World Airport Commission, it's the New World Order, and therefore Freemasons." Like, there's obvious logical flaws in how these people think because they don't have all the information.
And it's all in the packaging of it too. I believe it was Da Vinci Code in the book where Robert Langdon's explaining to somebody. He was like, "Oh, there's something about a secret society, blah blah blah," and they're like, "Yeah," and what they do is they get together on the pagan day of celebration of the sun, and they practice ritual sacrifice and drink the symbolic blood.
Yep.
Blah 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 blah, and at the end of the story, he's like, "No, I'm just describing a Catholic mass to somebody who
Yep.
doesn't understand."
Yep.
And it's the same thing. If you have somebody that doesn't understand certain symbolism and is, we call them the uninitiated, certain things are going to kind of look really weird if you don't understand the meaning behind them. And, to me, this artist was brilliant because how many people talk about his artwork daily?
Yeah.
And on top
when was that airport built? Do we know what year?
95.
95. And here it is, 2020. And we're still talking about the murals in the airport.
Shock factor.
And you know what, though? People go there specifically to look at the murals. People go there specifically to look at Lucifer, because it's now become this whole thing, though. But think about it. If you think about it from a marketing standpoint, it's freaking genius.
It's brilliant.
It's genius because now think of all the stores and all the restaurants and just ticket sales in general coming into that airport. Like
you want to charge more you could charge more for the rent in their stores because you're going to get higher traffic.
Right.
It's all about.
Think about it. If you have the murals strategically stationed away from each other, like now you have to walk across the airport to go see the next mural or whatever the case may be. Like, there's a Taco Bell right there. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry.
And like I said
you know
before,
what I mean?
You probably have people that might specifically, if they're planning a cross-country flight, have a layover in that airport so they could see these things. So now you have more air traffic into the airport, which probably means more federal funding. It's this big money scheme.
And then you've got their marketing.
We should paint a mural here.
Think of the bars. They're making a killing. I could see me stumbling out of a bar next to Joe looking at the giant Nazi there. That's Rafferty. He's big. He's got a sword and he's got a messed up face.
See, actually, the fun thing would be to go look at all the murals.
Pay for that one later.
Yeah, probably.
Fun thing to do would be go look at all the murals before you start drinking, then go hit the bar. So then go back and look at them again and see if you see anything different.
Yeah.
I get it now.
I'm no philosophizer.
Are we going to take a road trip to this airport?
Not now. I think it's one of the
probably really cheap
travel ban states.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You can go. How about it?
We get cheap airfare right now.
Quarantine.
Probably get a flight out there for under $100.
We'll take virtual tours of the airport or something.
No trip.
Yeah. We haven't gone anywhere together lately. We got to do something like that.
No, we need to.
Well, Masonicon was officially canceled,
yeah,
so we won't be traveling
canceled.
there. Yeah. I'm sorry, postponed until May.
And then we had
definitely.
We had the wrestling thing at the Shrine.
Yep, that
got canceled.
We were hoping this whole thing would be over because SummerSlam is this weekend, and we could do a whole other thing. I had this whole build up of me attacking Champ the Clown verbally and building some hype. And
honest to God, this whole COVID thing has just screwed up our flow. It's definitely put a hamper on some of the shit. We were going to go to the bike rally up there too in New York too.
Yeah.
They ended up having it, but it got postponed.
Yeah.
Out, and by that time, and
I think they actually shut it down to members only.
Yeah.
Oh, really? No, because actually, what's his name? Reached out to me. The guy, the brother from up there, reached out to me and asked for your comment. I'm like, nah, man, we can't now. I mean, Ken was locked in his basement like Biden.
Yep. My wife did it.
No politics.
Stupid COVID. We should definitely write a strongly worded letter to someone about this damn pandemic.
The Chinese
screwing us all up.
The Chinese, the wet markets over there.
I think we just get some hydrochloric and just freaking dose each other and we'll be good to go.
Pretty sure it's not called hydrochloric.
I don't know what the hell it's called.
Hydrochloroquine.
Hydrochloroquine, whatever. Whatever.
Quinn.
One's in makeup,
Not
one's
Queen.
not. I don't know.
Quinn.
Anyway, what do you say we shut it down?
Before we get
We're not going to get any better.
No, we're not going to get any better. Again, we'll cover. Again, this is a very tough one to cover. There's a lot involved. It goes down rabbit holes, and we tried to. I think we tried to cover a little bit of everything.
We didn't even talk about the lizard people yet.
The lizard people.
Yeah, that's one of the conspiracy theories about lizard people
I've
living
never
in the tunnels and stuff.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
this.
they make fun of it in their marketing campaign, Denver Airport.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you look up some of the
there's
ads,
this whole reptilian and lizard people living.
I don't know where it
thing
came from, but
on.
it's a thing. It's a thing.
We'll have to research that one.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but
I mean,
it's aliens.
they're
Let's
lizard
get
people.
Giorgio up here. The only problem is I'll have to get to use Ken's wide-angle camera because of his hair.
We'll bring in some gyros and
We can make it happen.
All right. What do you say? I'm thinking next time, one of the things I'm really interested in, really interested in is Bohemian Grove. I'd like to cover that one in detail.
That was a really good movie.
Bohemian Grove. It's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh,
saying.
my bad.
It's not a little silhouette of a man.
We can
I
talk
know
about
that's what you're gonna
both.
say.
Why not?
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Bohemian Grove is quite interesting. They have their own rituals and everything. It's the powerful, the elite, whatever. But
Yeah, that burning of cares part of
Burning
it
of
is very interesting.
yeah, I've talked about it before, but we'll definitely cover it again. So
Well, it's not like you can go camping when you're a rich person.
Sure you can.
or-
you can go there. It's
Well, you
actually a
can
public
go-
park.
well,
You
that's what I'm
just
saying.
can't go when
I mean,
they're there.
you can't just go to like any old campground without paparazzi following you around. So I think that's the allure of this thing. But yeah, we'll cover it.
Well, also that and the private security that's blocking
Yeah.
all exits in and out.
Yep.
And you will be arrested on the spot for
They have
trespassing.
M16.
And the champagne buffet.
They have M16s, yes.
They do.
All right, let's shut it down. For the Freemasons podcast, I am Right Worship Brother George Mudry signing off.
Worshipful Brother Joe signing off.
And Worshipful Brother Ken signing off.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Still live on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.
Yes. Enjoy the evening.